including the possibility that they believe it could have been planted, including the possibility that they believe it could have been planted.
Mr. Kohberger, do you understand the charge in count one?
Yes.
A hearing in Bryan Kohberger's case this week is shrouded in secrecy as his legal team asks the judge to throw out the indictment, charging him with the murders of 4 University of Idaho students. But the information the defense is using to support their claims is sealed. A hearing on that motion is closed to the public this Thursday, an incredibly rare occurrence in a criminal case.
I would imagine that there is going to be evidence presented, whether that is through documentary evidence, witnesses, and live testimony, right? But when you have a motion of this nature, it's not something that the defense can just theorize about, right? And to make this argument and to ask the court to make the ruling to ultimately dismiss the indictment in this case, it can't be theoreticals and it can't be hypotheticals. I would imagine that the defense has to have some real concrete evidence to show this is what happened, Judge, or these series of things are what happened.
Including the possibility that they believe it could have been planted.
And this is why this indictment cannot stand. I mean, this in my mind is not a case this motion is not a situation where it can just be legal theory and argument. You're going to have to present to the judge some absolute concrete evidence.
The other key evidence cited by the prosecution, we know the cell site evidence is key, but the defense is already trying to poke holes in that, saying that the cell phone evidence doesn't match up with the video surveillance of the white Hyundai Elantra.
The defense also plans on attacking the investigation on another front by pointing out instances where they believe law enforcement ignored other potential suspects. 3 additional male DNA profiles were discovered in and around the crime scene, 2 in the house and 1 on a glove found outside a few days after the murders. But one final line at the end of the defense's argument hit me like a ton of bricks, because it suggests that the state's case might not be as strong as we all thought. His lawyer writes, there is no explanation for the total lack of DNA evidence from the victims in Mr. Kohberger's apartment, office, home, or vehicle. I don't know if this is just bluster or if it's fact or if the discovery of some of this evidence just has not been turned over yet. We will have to wait and see at trial.